I was thinking about this, and I just want to tell you, just stop comparing yourself. Just stop. You want to know why? Because you're minimizing who God created you to be here on this earth. You trying to compare yourself to somebody else. You trying to people please to get the feedback that you've been looking for. Just stop. Just throw it away. Just throw away the idea. Just forget about it. Galatians chapter 1 verses 10. It says, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I was still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. I do want to say the platforms that we have now, the social media platforms, it could be used for the greater good. Nothing against it. Nothing against you posting a selfie. Nothing against any of that. That's okay. Go ahead, have fun, do what you need to do. But if your aim is to do these things to get the feedback that you want from other people, that's draining. Because what if one day you don't get what you're looking for? Are you going to get upset? It's going to cause you to become more insecure? What is it? Our aim is to be secure in God. Listen. You're here to follow the will of the Father. Your aim is to be secure in God. Your aim is to be secure in God. But I do want to say, I put up a post the other day on Instagram because I felt like this was important to talk about. And I said, don't let the gram fool you. We only post the best versions of ourselves. No one sees behind the scenes. And that's absolutely true. The person that you're looking at, I'm hoping it's not envy. I'm hoping it's not jealousy. If it's of those things, pray about it. Pray against it as well. But the person that you're looking at that is on vacation, the person that's driving this Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, they may have not paid their car note. And you're sitting there like, oh my gosh, in your mind like, wow, they're just enjoying this great life and they're just having a good old time. And you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know. You really don't. So I learned growing in God to appreciate where I'm at in God. As long as you're in the will of the Father, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know, and you cannot look at that, because if you look at that, you're going to forget and miss what God is doing in your life. And you're not going to appreciate what God is doing in your life. Comparison is the thief of joy. Listen, forget about happiness. Happiness is temporary. That will fade. But joy, the joy of the Lord is your strength. Because when things are not going right in your life, you have joy. When you don't have the finances or whatever you're looking for, you could still get up and smile and have joy. Because you know that God is with you and you're confident in who God is in your life. Don't get me wrong, you will go through seasons where you're just like, yo, God, like, are you really there, bro? Like, where you at? Because right now it's looking a little crazy. I look a little crazy. So I want you to know, stop comparing. That person you're trying to match up to get this certain style or look, to get that feedback from whoever you're looking for, don't do it. Listen, as you grow up, you got to realize that you should not base your own, I'm going to use happiness. You should not base your own happiness based on people, because people will change, feelings will change, and things are temporary. And if you're doing things to please other people, to get the recognition from other people, to make other people feel happy or better, you are also forgetting about yourself. And you'll realize like, yo, I did this based on a person, and oh my gosh, I'm not happy in the end because I'm doing it for a person. If you want to start journaling and that friend tells you don't, this is an example, and that friend tells you don't journal because if you journal, you're just going to waste your time journaling. It's going to get you nowhere. And you enjoy journaling, you better go ahead and journal and tell that friend to go. You better go ahead and do it. If you enjoy walks on the beach, praying to God, and the friend tells you, oh, you get up too early to go do it. You need to just stay in bed and just rest. Just stay in bed. You better go ahead and get up and walk on that beach and go talk to the Lord, because it's what you like to do. It's what you love. So I just want to tell you, I just want to leave you with this. Stop comparing your journey to the next person, because you don't know what that entrepreneur went through just to get to where that entrepreneur is now. You don't know if the first time he or she started that business and it failed. You don't know. And where God has you, as long as you're in his will, walking in his footsteps, is where he has you for a reason. Let God continue to cultivate you, grow you up, deal with you. If you get in the secret place with God, get in that secret place. God has you where he wants you to be. Don't look at other people and their gifts and what they're doing and how they're operating. Cool. That's where God has them. Let the Father deal with you alone. Let the Father lead you to where you need to be. I'm looking at my notes. But yeah, I think a lot of times we focus too much on gifts and what somebody else possessed, and we forget about character. Hey, be in that secret place with God so he can develop your character, because when you get up to where God needs you to be, if God calls you to be the next president, I don't know, I'm just saying this. If God calls you to be the next president, your character is going to speak for itself more than your gifts. All right? I want that to be in your mind. I want you to remember that, because at the end of the day, you're at where God wants you to be. Forget comparing yourself. Stop doing it, honey. Stop doing it, man. Forget about it. Forget it and focus on the Lord. Do what God has called you to do. All right? Love you guys. I hope this video encouraged you.